Hello everyone, my name is Josh Maurer. I'm instructor at Broken Plow Western Martial Arts. I teach longsword on Wednesday nights. Today we're going to go over Abschneiden, or slicing off. Slicing off is used against someone who has fallen on your sword. Falling on the sword is a common fencing technique and is performed thusly. If someone is against you in Fool's Guard, or if they're trying to cut an Unterhau at you, either short edge or long, if you're out here in plow or even a long point, usually plow, all you're going to do is allow your sword to fall on top of theirs to the side. So if they're in plow, if they're in Fool's Guard and they are looking like they're going to come up at you with a Unterhau or something like that, and you want to just make sure to trap their blade, what you're essentially doing is you're trying to trick them and not let them notice that the blade is going to fall on their sword. And you're going to take a step forward, and what that does is it creates a triangle. What they're trying to do is they're trying to create a space to trap your sword by putting the blade out to the side over top of your blade so that it can't come up or out to the side. And they're also using their front leg to that side that their sword's pointing out to prevent you from coming out to that side either. And because you can't really get a lot of momentum with your blade or speed with your blade to make a good effective cut, you can't actually really effectively cut their leg very well, so they're not really worried about that. And now your blade is trapped underneath them. And from here, they can just come up, short edge straight to the head. How do we beat this? So, after they've fallen on our blade and we're in Fool's Guard, obviously we can't go up, we can't go out to the side, we can't go out to this side. So instead what we do is we come out behind. Our blade actually goes behind ourselves to get out. But don't think of it as I'm moving my blade behind myself. What I want you to actually focus on is their hands. I want you to focus on putting your pommel over top of their wrists and wrenching them down with the pommel. So, they fall on our sword. We're going to come up with a pommel over top their wrists and bring them down and cut at their head with the short edge. Okay? Actually, it'd be the long edge. If it's on this side, right? If their point is going out to your right side, if you're righty, it's your long edge. So you come up with the pommel over top the wrist, wrench their wrists down, and in that same motion, cut at their head. If their point is pointing out to the left side and you're a righty, so this is opposite for lefties, and you're in the Fool's Guard, and you go to get your pommel up over their wrists and wrench them down, you're actually going to be cutting with the short edge. And the reason how you know that you're going to be cutting with the short edge is because the way you have to get the pommel up, you go to your tail, you go over top, and the top edge is your short edge. Whereas over here, when you go to get your pommel up and you go to this tail, in order to do that, you actually rotate the long edge from pointing at the ground to pointing up at you. And that's how you get the long edge here. And that's how you get the short edge here. So what happens is the blade, when you try to get your pommel up over their hands and wrench them down, your blade goes behind and escapes that trap and strikes them in the head before they can get yours. And if their hands start to try and come up and cut at you, you wrench their hands down so that they can't actually perform the strike. That is Abschneiden. It's one of the haupt stucke in KDF. Thank you guys for listening. Again, I'm Josh Maurer. I'm instructor at Broken Plow. And I'm glad that you guys were able to stick through this video.